I love the kiddos. They are so special to Jesus. I worry, how does the church keep them close? The Institute for Homiletics is unique. It focuses on preaching, on connecting with young people in the liturgy. Homilies matter to the faith of our people. So how do I connect with them? The Institute runs the Preaching for Encounter program. It invites you into deeper waters. Bishop Greg Kelly of Tyler, Texas, was in the program in 2022. Here is what he learned.
The homily should say only one thing. Don't go broad into a lot of different subjects, but go deep in one. The focus of the homily should be what the homilist thinks God is doing in the readings. The function, what you want it to do for those who are hearing. The most important thing, though, I think, was to know that the purpose of the homily. That the purpose of the homily is not to entertain, not to tell jokes, but to help the people gathered there encounter Christ. To encounter something of the mystery of His presence, of His love, of His mercy, the challenge of His word, as He comes to them in the very particularity of that moment. To help us understand who Jesus is and what He asks of us.
Dr. Carla Bellinger is the Executive Director of the Institute for Homiletics. She teaches preachers to translate rich theology into everyday words and images that people understand. She helps you reach your people so that they can encounter the living God.
One of the things I've really learned is how to prepare a homily that will be received well by the congregation. You spend many years learning a lot of rich theology and a lot of very excellent intellectual, theology and history of the church, but to take what you've learned and make it land with the congregation, to give it something that they can encounter that will really impact their daily life. That's what I learned a lot from the program, was how to reach the people in the pews. The peer group was one of my favorite parts of the program because it was a great opportunity to get together with other priests in the diocese, some who I've never met before, and really make those friendships with other priests that otherwise I wouldn't encounter. And the peer groups are a great opportunity to come together and talk about our homilies and homiletics, but also just spend time enjoying a meal together, talking about what's going on in each other's lives, just sort of be there as fellow priests to support each other.
The Institute's a great confidence builder. And it's not a false confidence. Our coaches were fabulous. They pointed out things to me that I would not have noticed about myself. Having two different coaches, then I got a different perspective from both of them. And they were both very instructive and warm and kind, and but they were very educated, and they knew what they were doing. So later in years, like I say, my homiletics life has become a central part of my spirituality.
Each of us can go deeper. You and I can bring our people into a relationship with the living God. I invite you to speak to your bishop or vicar for clergy or director for ongoing formation to join the new cohort starting in 2026. Preaching is the most important thing we do. Ours is a broken world in need of a Savior, Jesus Christ. My kiddos, our kiddos, need Him. But how can they believe in Him of whom they have not heard? And how can they hear without someone to preach?